chat. Hi, everybody. Yay. We're back. Yeah. For anyone returning from last week, outside of the players, of course. I'm sure, yeah, they all recall. Um, we ended last session with Titania kind of battered and bruised a bit, almost stumbling into the tavern. Um, our crew looking for a particular, vibe for their meal. Found a lovely place, yeah. After Eliazana was able to have a meeting with Tiriana von Sutcliffe. Um, hmm hmm And I think that Eliazana was just covering how that meeting went when Titania arrived. So we got a little very brief intro here, and then I'll pass it right over to our amazing players. Dan said, and then lost the tab there.
Yep. Checks out.
It's been quite a whirlwind here between the crazy town adventure and stuff like that. I mean, for all of you here in Atmos Isles this round on Atmos, that the crazy dungeon dive, and then the meeting with Tiriana and finding out more about Titania, and just a lot going on. The Shar and the bracers for Sinister. Lots of some questions answered, new questions raised. Okay. With the weight of your adventure beneath the ruins of Wanderer's Plea lifting, you all find yourselves in good company with one another at the local tavern. This small establishment boasts a modest dozen tables or so, and a warm, very friendly atmosphere. As you chat among one another, enjoying fresh drink and ample servings of food, a newer friend, Titania, stumbles in at the front door, looking fairly bruised about her face and walking with what looks like a pain in her hip and leg. She makes her way over to you with an awkward smile. Well, could have gone better. And she approaches your table as we fly into tonight's session of Extremis. Skybound.
Sinister goes up to her and like, "What happened?"
Oh, that's so.
It is I, Sinister.
Oh, it's awesome. I wonder. I'm just gonna, because I have to know now, like if it's so super obvious to her or not. Can you make just a deception roll for your outfit? If you would,
Okay.
Rob Danger.
All right, what is my deception?
Thank you very much.
All right, it's 18 plus 5, so whatever the math. I've been drinking, so
okay. Nice. All right. So she looks in. Oh. Hi. I'm glad it's you. Looks around at everyone.
And he's holding her hand, and he's like, he did healing word on her for I think it was 10 points last game.
Okay.
And so he's like concerned and like holding her hand, but he's not being like weird about it. It's
not like
not a creep. He's just concerned. He's like, it's me, Sinister. I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm all right. Well, all right. Thank you.
Did your mom do this?
Well, yes.
I understand. Some drow mothers are like that too. Mine wasn't, but I get it. Because I think he would understand like an abusive mother situation. So.
In that
Oh,
container
baby.
Uh-huh. So sorry, just listen. Oh, sorry, thank you. Okay, sorry.
Oh no.
um, so she'll,
Like he like some of the matron mothers, they are not nice, so he would understand an abusive mother situation.
perfect. Yes, she, well, she felt she needed to give consequences for sharing our purpose for being here with strangers. Her mantra is
Oh,
simply to never trust anyone.
oh, I get that. I don't trust anyone either. I mean, that's terrible.
It's it it's part of the way of things. Fixes
Um,
her
he's
hair.
he's gonna try and you know, sit her down and say, I don't have anything. Do I? Oh, I'm thinking I'm a cleric again. Um, he's gonna try and play play a song like on his little pan flute to maybe try and ease the mood.
Nice. Okay. Settles
Good.
him a little bit. I'll be fine. Mother has her ways in this. I'm sure it's. I said before, she has said in no uncertain terms, very directly, um, most of my life that she despises me and my existence and holds a hatred for me.
Well, that's not a problem with you. That's a problem with her. You're awesome, Titania.
Uh, thank you. I
Don't
hope.
ever let anyone tell you that. Now, because she knows us, are we in danger? Are you in danger? Are you in trouble? Do we need to?
No, I'm all right. You're fine. I did not mention any names, and she doesn't know that I've come here. Um,
You sure about that? And he wants to look to see if maybe someone might have
oh, oh,
tailed her.
oh. No, I'm quite sure. I do have an old friend that was there that will likely come and join me or us if you're still here. Soon. But they're
He
I
starts handing her a plate of here's some gabagool, calm your nerves,
thank you.
and some
Um,
wine.
yes, well, my friend, they're also one of my closest protectors, but I've known them since I can remember. But they'll be here once they've fulfilled their duties at the house. Will likely head here to make sure I'm all right. But
Okay.
how are all of you? Did your looks at Liazana? Was your were you met well at your rendezvous with Von Sutcliffe?
Yes, absolutely. That actually went
Oh,
a lot better than I was expecting.
oh, did?
Um,
Oh,
I think actually, well, assuming that she's not putting on a display, of course. I think
hmm.
she's actually willing to help me, and that was actually rather unexpected. But she knew exactly what I needed, what I was talking about. So I think it'll work
Wonderful.
out.
Oh,
So thank you. Like and I'm sorry about what happened, but thank you for helping me out. I really appreciate it.
of course, of course. I'm glad that it was fruitful. I know it's with nobles, it's very hit or miss with those sorts of things. And the rest of you, are you faring well this evening?
I think we just finished Dirty Puppet Show, so
Oh,
um, and he just kind of he's gonna start to do the dancing lights, but it's gonna be like little butterflies and stuff around her, and things like he's trying to cheer her up and whatnot.
nice.
and Mama Bird her some gabagool and some wine.
Nice. She'll eat a little bit and definitely, have a little drink as well.
Definitely at some point, like I don't think Zia's gonna say too much, but
Mhm.
would just give like a gentle touch and like healing hands at least a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't undo the emotional damage, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe it lessen a little bit of the
Oh.
physical.
Thank you. Oh, that's much better. My hip was rather sore.
Mhm.
Yes.
So can I see anything on her, like maybe like any rips or cuts? Like, can I surmise that this was like a like maybe a slapping or something, or was this like a heavy beating? Like,
You can do, I guess, do a medicine check. I mean, a lot of it's fairly easy to determine by looking.
I mean, well, in a sense, is she trying to put on a braver face than what's going on?
No,
Natural 20.
okay. She looks like it was nothing like brutal, but I mean, it was rough, but nothing hardcore. But
Like
she's
her clothes
probably
still look okay.
they look all right. She's yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. So, and I don't see anybody in the place like that. Looks like
Just no one else has entered yet.
okay.
Yeah.
She has.
So who is who? How does your friend look so we can kind of know when they get here? Or...
Yes, well, they do tend to stand out. But then she kind of looks around at everyone at the table, like, ah, well,
A drow with facial hair.
Um, well, Agracus is a tiefling, and stands about I don't know, a little over 6 feet. And it's about that time that the door also swings open and walks a tiefling. Red skin
like that?
tiefling. Oh, Agracus. She beckons him over, and you see, like a crimson red skinned tiefling, male, presenting, winged, has wings kind of tucked in behind him. They're mostly red, but along the upper edges is like a coal black that kind of spots down into the red. You rarely see much the same as Sinister Hall. You rarely see a tiefling, a bearded tiefling, but he has stubble covering like his face and neck, like he just maybe doesn't care that much. It's a slovenly appearance in some regards. He does have a piercing, kind of partially squinted gaze as he kind of walks in and walks real slow with just a little bit of swagger behind him, some confidence in his walk. His hairstyle is actually a fair bit like mine. It's sort of short on the sides and has a flop over. It's also almost mine in color. Has a gray streaks in it, the silvery gray, and then dark brown. And he kind of almost saunters, like he's clearly has some pep in his step as he's worried about his friend, Titania, but heads on over. I'm gonna actually share a quick image in our Discord. And right, I don't have a way to show it to our viewers. I'm so sorry. I'll put it in chat. I think I have the link. No, I don't. I lied. I have an actual image. Yeah. Well, I will be better prepared one week. I don't know which week that'll be, but it'll happen.
Oh. 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 Excuse me.
So he walks up. Tania here. All right. Gives her once over. She stands up, and kind of gives a hug, and he pats her on the back, and that ain't right what she does. She kind of pulls out a seat but looks at all of you. It's all right if he joins
Sit
us.
down.
Yeah,
Hi,
absolutely.
I'm Sinister. What's up?
He kind of, sits on the chair with a bit of a lean and one elbow on the table, but looks at you and no shake or anything, but kind of looks out and gives almost not like a bro nod, but like a kind of a Arrakis.
Arrakis, how are you?
Grumples.
All right.
You're all.
Would you like some gabagool? Some wine?
I'll take some of that one. There you go.
All right. And he mage hands the wine over to him.
Nice. He just takes a few swigs out of the bottle. Hands it on the table. Your Titania speaks fairly highly of you for folks she just met.
He just kind of looks him up and down, like, okay.
We're friends, so yeah.
All right. Looks, and she's giving him like a bit of a. You get the vibe that he's protective, and that she's giving him a look like, dude, like chill a little bit. Come on, reel it in. All
So
right.
how long have you had the wings?
Oh, right in on the wings. Okay.
Just stretches him out, and they flutter a little bit out and then back in. Well, since I was born.
They're lovely.
Oh, thank you. I like your hair.
Thanks.
Mm.
Well, here,
It's very beautiful.
Have some breadsticks. She'll slide some breadsticks over.
That's a nice cloak you got there, Breelith. Is that new?
Yes, it is.
Arrakis, you like that cloak?
Breelith will stand up and like twirl.
Just looks over at Titania. Looks back. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Pretty. Really pretty, Breelith.
Thank you, sister.
Oh, and you held up under the weather, Liazana. You look nice. Doesn't she look nice?
Thanks, I guess. I mean,
I think
Sort of
Lia's
a
only
line.
nice.
I mean, it was only fitting because I didn't want to look, bad.
Did your umbrella hold? I didn't know if it was big enough.
Oh yes, it was fine. It kept me dry. It did.
I'm glad you didn't get gabagool grease on your dress.
Oh, thanks.
It
I might actually keep this.
looks nice on you. It
Nice.
flatters you.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
very nice.
Oh, you're too much.
Drink some more wine.
He's just looking back and forth like, is this what you all do for dinner? Like, it's like compliments and support. Like, appreciate you taking care of Titania. I know she can care for herself, but when it comes to her mother, it's she steps in. That's what mother feels as though she knows what's best.
Do you work for her mother, Arrakis, or do you work for Titania?
Well, it's a difficult question to answer.
It's either yes, I work for her mother, or no, I work for Titania.
I work for shit. Where's the name? I looked up. I had it right here a minute ago. The following of the Dawn. Now
So you work for her mother.
her mother's the holy mother of the place. That's Haney and I have been friends since he looks since I can remember.
What kind of friend lets that happen to her?
Oh, sinister.
Sinister, you've had a lot to drink. I mean,
I haven't had enough. What kind of friend?
Nice. He'll take a swig of his bottle too. Listen, don't think I don't know. There's a lot of pieces moving around for this, and I know he seems to struggle for words, like there's stuff he can't share. So Titania
Oh.
jumps in. And Mother just thinks that she knows what's best for everyone. I mean, she's the Holy Mother, and she does have such accurate prophetic visions, and so she feels this. She knows what's best. I'm sure some of it is motivated by uh, her feelings for me, but Rakus jumps in. Yeah, but what Titania is too modest to tell you all is that no one comes close to her accuracy in those visions. That's why her mother's sending her here and there on all these rather important tasks.
Rather important tasks that are very
Okay, so
secretive.
like, how accurate are we talking here exactly? Like, do you know what I'm gonna have for dinner tomorrow?
Oh, they don't have control over when the visions
Okay.
arrive. It's, it's rather vexing sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'll see things that aren't there, or that no one else can see, or hear things and hear voices often before a vision comes along. I never quite hear what they're saying, and it drives me mad. But the visions themselves tend to be, I don't think I've had one that has not come to pass yet. I don't, they're not very far out in time. I imagine if, often wondered if I knew of something happening ahead of time and had enough time to make a change to it, if I could change. Haven't managed to do that yet.
It's a
But-
huge burden to bear to have access to that and not be able to affect it.
It's, yes, they're not all pleasant.
I had a vision once. It got me these rocking gloves. And have you ever
Nice.
told? I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
Listen,
Hmm.
you hold on to you. You will never leave. Those visions are trying to tell you something. Okay, y'all not to be scared of it. You got to rock with it. And then sometimes it's like a fancy dream, but I had a vision. I knew it was a vision. I didn't know I knew it was a vision, but it was one time. And I would like to take the time to tell you about my new goddess, Shar. And then he starts, he starts it. She gave me these gloves, right? And it was all because I had this vision, and it scared me at first, and I thought I was going crazy. But when I just let it be known that I'm still sinister, I'm still kind of cool and chill, but I got to explore the meaning of this, and it led me on a great adventure. So maybe you should lean into your visions. Don't be not afraid, and just know that there'll probably be a rocking goddess to give you some sort of gloves or socks or shoes or something.
Well, I can hope.
Yeah. Hopefully I inspired you not to be afraid.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She seems to be relaxing, and she's recovered a fair bit thanks to everyone's healing. I think a little more time might go by. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. There's food, there's drink, and as Akrakis is hitting the wine fairly hard, he's going from, together to off shift early drunk, and he kind of
I like it when you get like that. My stories start to make sense.
he jumps in at like an awkward time as everyone's kind of chatting about maybe some positive interaction you've had with Titania. Listen, whatever feelings of respect or trust or kin you may have for Titania, do not let them overlap with her mother. They are nothing alike except maybe in their dedication to the cause. But they ain't nothing alike outside of that.
Oh,
Hands back
think I
some
would
money.
trust anyone that did that.
Damn straight.
Yeah, it can be difficult when there's a difference of opinion between you and your parents.
And then there's a theocratic component of also obtaining power and the devotion of subservience. That can be a little bit intoxicating to people like that.
I don't. No, I don't want her mother to reflect on the following of the dawn either. It may sound cheesy or simple, or could be a bit hypocritical, I reckon, but the following of the dawn is out to make the world a better place for everyone.
They all say that.
Yeah, I mean, I know they got money and they charge for all their services, but doing all this work, it requires a lot of traveling and a lot of political power. Don't come cheap. Making the world a better place. Her mother's a real piece of shit, though, when it comes to being a mom. But in almost a sort of a sickening way, she's altogether different to just about everyone else. Kind and empathetic and making changes for folks that need it. She just don't have none of that in her for her daughter. Never did. Kind of like
That's a shame. Titania, you are a wonderful person. And
I
it's your
agree.
mom that's missing out. And
I
you
agree.
shouldn't take that. I don't care what kind of trappings or political stuff comes with it.
Yes. So much to do. I, I wish I could share all that. There's a lot of good that can be done, and if this is a price to pay for so many to receive so much good and make this sort of change in the world. I've been to some places that need what we do. I'll pay the price if I need. It's worth it.
So, what was the coolest place you ever visited? Did you go anywhere fun? Like, did you have any good experiences traveling? Like, just trying to
Oh.
lighten the mood a little bit.
There was an incredible. I remember when. Oh, shit! I've got to go look at my notes. Oh, there was. I can't quite remember the name of the island. um, it was a beautiful land, lush, and the island itself was massive. You could travel easily within its depths and not even see the outer edge of the island or know it was there. You'd feel the entirety of land was on the ground somewhere. You folks with beautiful feathered wings and a lovely culture. Very good food. Very different. Very delicious. But I just remember fondly the views, the beautiful rolling hills of grass and green, and they had water that had collected into small pools of had creatures living within it, and the people were so welcoming and understanding. There was so little judgment, hate. It was just not a utopia, but truly wonderful.
That's nice.
Mm,
It's incredible.
yes, it's quite a ways from here, but yeah, it was. It was.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find that note. Sorry.
Well,
I can
it's
the name's
sorry to put you on
lost
the
to me.
spot like
Yeah.
that.
That's all right. Oh,
Um,
well.
but yeah, it's always great to hear the positives from traveling. I mean, we've definitely had more than a few close calls
Hmm.
ourselves, from ancient ruins to islands where they separate people out by classes and leave the
No.
lower classes to die.
Oh.
Um, we got a cursed teddy bear there. It was kind of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does it's
Yeah.
cursed? What is
Nope.
it? Oh, do we not
That's the
speak of?
virus thing.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We don't know anything about it, so
It's creepy.
yeah.
That sounds so interesting, though.
You would have come.
Looks
You
at a
would have.
Gracchus.
I mean, yeah, it's been insane, and of course, we always seem to find
It's
more
not good.
questions than we do answers with every single time we travel. We've just been, looking for a lot of different things between all of us, and that's what's brought us all together, is trying to
Oh.
help each other find ourselves. You know?
Well,
I found these gloves.
And
look,
Sinistera found the gloves.
Yes, that's incredible.
I got a
you
bag of
mentioned.
beads.
Good.
I got a
Good for
medallion
you.
that they won't let me have, and I got a water thing. And watch, boom shakalaka, and he
Oh.
pours it out.
Nice.
So follow your visions and
Oh.
lead the stuff.
Well, I will. I will.
Mhm.
Oh. So you have a little.
So-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zeke. Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say, so it's like getting a little late.
Yes.
Do we want to turn in Titania at Gracchus? Yeah. Do you have, logics for the night? Would you be free? We do, I think, and I don't want to speak for our captain, Liazana, about whether or not we have extra space, but
Oh,
of course, totally.
She looks at Gracchus, who's like just shrugs, like you do you. I think rather than returning to our ship, I could do with one evening out elsewhere. Clear my mind.
Well, this is my morning.
It might not be exactly what you're used to, but I mean, Liazana obviously has final say. I'm really sorry for putting you on the spot, Liazana.
Oh no,
Like-
It
This is
just
like-
slipped out after all. Yep,
This is like when a
sorry.
kid goes to their parents with their friend beside them. It's like, hey, can they spend the night?
please.
Who is this kid and where are their parents? at?
Puppy dog eyes and a cherry on top.
Clearly, she can see the future, so I really think you should let her stay over because she already saw it happening. You can't stop it now. Who are you to tempt fate?
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds lovely.
Sleepover?
Yes, please.
Jammies.
I'm quite ready then, if you all are. Please let me settle dinner, the bill, and
Oh,
Are you
then
sure?
we'll be on our way. Oh, of course.
No,
It's not often that I mean, Agracus is always there for me, but it's been very nice, very nice.
Brackus, are you going to do the sleepover too?
please come.
Oh, you think I'd miss out on a sleepover? Says his eyes are like.
Yay!
Oh god.
First
I knew we were gonna
sleepover.
have a sleepover episode. It was only a matter of time.
Sleepover
Nice.
episode.
It's perfect. We should get some snacks. We should stop somewhere and do we have snacks on the ship, do you think? We should have snacks. We should have fun things to do, some crafts, some projects.
So Zia will mind link
Puppet
with
show.
Vic real quick
Oh,
and be
okay.
like, just kind of relaying everything that Brila is saying.
Nice.
He's like, sorry to throw this on you right now.
Some
but-
drinks.
It's like 20 minutes
I
into
have
his
plenty of
bedtime.
drinks.
Yeah. Mm.
I have plenty of
sure.
drinks. Maybe you should get some of that ice cream. Titania, I'm lactose intolerant.
Sorry.
Oh, baby. Sorry. I don't do well with the dairy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, we can have other things than ice cream.
Well, she might like it, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I did like the taste. It
Yeah.
was cold. It made
Yeah.
my brain hurt. Then I thought I was dying. I felt the pain of death
Right.
1,000 times at the
Right.
hands of strawberry. What was it? Strawberry.
I think so.
Strawberry dream.
Yeah, it was a rough time for you. I remember.
I did like
so-
the cone, the waffle cone.
Yeah. Well, we can not do. Yeah, I mean we can. Didn't they have some or remade some lactose-free ice cream? I think.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Vic learned the
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah.
It didn't taste the same. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
It was missing.
You know, I
Missing.
think if Vic hones his skill enough, he can make it as close as possible.
I'll tell you what. I will compromise. I will just eat the waffle cone.
Okay.
I
I'm
did
going
like
to
it.
That's
assume
fine.
that this back and forth is continuing the entire way that we're on our way back.
Yeah.
And ends by the time that we get right. to
Perfect.
the show.
Yes.
If that's how we do, we walk and talk.
It's true.
Completely oblivious of our
Multitasking.
surroundings. And it's always about food.
So Titania's excited, to board the ship and kind of, it's sleepover time. Akrakis, stumbling a little for his own, reasons. He's gone through like 2 bottles of wine in that time. But he seems to be a little, excited, a little rowdy here and there. Vic has all the things prepared. So if there's anything you want in particular to do, we can do that. Otherwise, I'll kind of just generalize the night and bump us up to the morning.
He's probably gonna just be drinking and playing songs and talking to the crew like he normally does. Like I said, it's his morning, so to him,
Nice.
he does go around and do his little checklist, but it's like kind of like whatever.
Sleepover? Nice. Okay.
Sleepover time.
I'm going to say that both Titania and Ekrakis have, of course, fun. I think more so even than that, they're thoroughly enjoying the fact that there's so many very different people on this ship. Such different paths. I mean, there's a ghost, Boots, Guardian. You got all these amazing people, and all of you it's a very pleasant experience for them, and that you imagine that they don't have too much of this. Probably a lot of rigidity, probably a lot of exclusionary stuff with the whole thing they're in there. So they extra enjoy themselves beyond just having a lot of fun with all of you. They get to bed really late and get only half a rest.
Not with me.
Nice. Morning rolls around. Everyone's sort of, woken up and had a chance to start in on breakfast. I'll put us in our favorite spot, the galley.
Yeah, he took off his mustache and all.
Nice.
So he's probably hungover and stuff too. So he's like, it's morning. He's supposed to be going to sleep, so he's still probably a little maybe a little messed up and drunk and like flopped over.
Nice. Thank you again. I think it's about time that we head back before many questions are raised, and I don't want to provoke anything else. So, but I had such a wonderful time last night, and I think like Rakis did, who's just Looks like he definitely had plenty to drink and had a lot of fun, but he seems to was able to hold it together pretty well. So he's doing his usual soft lean in the chair there. Yeah, that was right. That was a pretty good time. Pleasure meeting y'all and your crew, and refreshing.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great
Sinistera,
time.
Sinistera says to all of them, I want to add her to the mind link. Let me add her to the mind link. I want to add her to the mind link.
I think that's such a good idea, Sinister. We just, I mean,
I
they
want
seem-
to.
I don't think.
I wanna
Sorry.
just talk to her sometime.
I feel like Sister is probably also kind of almost like, isn't this like your typical bedtime?
Yeah.
Like, are you half falling asleep while you're saying all this?
Add her to the-
the mind link.
Nice.
No, I like her though, and I want to know if her mom is beating her up.
Maybe you could give her a sending stone, Sinister.
Yeah.
He says to you in his own little message, I don't need a sending stone. I just want to be able to talk to her.
He begins to stand up. Thank you again. It's truly been a pleasure. I'm very glad I've met you.
He
Starts
runs
to
up to her.
stumble.
He runs up to her and he's like he hands like a kind of like a little slide whistle. I said, when you're close to the ship, just do this, and then just blow it at once. I'll show you. Do it.
Well, as she was saying that, she started stumbling in place.
Okay.
She stumbled and starts to collapse partially, and like Rackus jumps up and kind of supports her a bit. And
You okay?
Oh, yep. Yes.
What's wrong?
Vision.
You need some water?
Yes, please.
Okay. Brayleth will go and get some water.
Don't leave. Sit down.
Here.
She does sit
Your
back
drink.
down after all. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes visions can be a bit intense.
Oh, you had a vision?
I did. I've been struggling to find the specialty goods here on this island, but looks at Gracchus and back. I had a vision that if I were to travel alongside you for a time, I'll find it. I have to run this by Mother, but would you be amenable if I don't know when your business here will conclude, but when it does, would you allow my vessel to sail alongside yours to whatever your destination is next?
Yes.
I think I'll find what I'm looking for here. It's relief.
Brayleth will kind of look at Sinister and back.
He's not paying attention to Breland. He's looking at her.
Well, what say you, Captain?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine with me.
I'll be taken care of on my ship, so I promise not to impose. If anything, our presence should garner further safety. From attack and such, you will have our ship on your side, and the following of the dawn, and perhaps we could do a sleepover here and there.
Yeah, of course.
When you have time, Titania, I'd like to speak to you alone.
Understood. Of course. I can't thank you enough. I've been searching for this longer than anything else I've been tasked to find. I don't see how my mother will be able to deny this request since this comes from a vision, and saw myself finding this. with all of you. Well, I have a moment, and I must make haste to make sure I'm ready to disembark when you are.
This will
But
be only a minute, and I have something of a gift to give you.
oh, lovely. Um, yes, please. Lead
Oh,
away.
okay. All right. He's gonna walk her outside of the galley
Okay.
at the door, and he hands her a slide whistle, and he says, "Stand right
Oh,
there."
All
So
right.
so he's gonna walk like 120 feet out,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna use message and says, "All right, don't be weirded out,"
Mm-hmm.
to her. Um, you know, if you're gonna be on another ship and you need somebody to talk to, just give it a little whistle, and I'll be able to go. Sup, girl?
Oh, thank you. She tries to. Nice.
You may respond to this message. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And he's as you can see, he's just really just kind of pointing and just whispering, like pointing at her.
Oh, thank you. Well, I will.
But he's
then.
on the other side of the ship doing this.
Awesome. I will do that. Thank you, Sinister. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I know sometimes it can be rough when you have a mom like that. I mean, my mom passed away, I think. And
Oh,
I've
Sorry.
seen other people's mothers behave that way, especially when their heads of temples, and it can be rough. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm here to talk to you.
thank you. Thank you, Sinister.
You're welcome.
Tucks the penny whistle, slide whistle, into her
Yeah.
in her pouch.
This is basically what it is.
Awesome. All right, and she'll go, get Akracus after that, and thank everyone again graciously, and disembark the ship, and head up onto hers. Oh well.
And then she just hears in her head, "Take care of yourself, Titanium.
Mm.
You still owe me a date."
You don't get a response. Yeah, you get like a. She starts saying like "thank you," and then you say that she's like.
Don't have to say anything. It's okay.
Neat. All right.
Yeah. Then after we said goodbye, I would turn to Liaison and would be like, I think we need to have a meeting. Because I think we have a few different things that are going on right now, and we might need to figure out a best course of action.
You just see Sinister sitting at the table.
Rila's still waving on the deck.
Sinister
I
can have
agree.
coffee, right? Because I know that Vic can make some coffee.
As long as it's lactose-free creamer.
You got it. We'll figure it out.
It's too close to real
It's
life.
amazing.
It's basically but Zia would be directing all of that to Liazana to see if Liazana thinks that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I fully agree. There's quite a bit that's going on right now. So I think we need to decide what our next course of action is.
Titanium, no.
So do we want to head to the captain's room now, or do we want to wait? What's the vibe?
I can stay up for this, as long as I get some sleep later. As long as I know I can, get some rest, I'm good.
We're having a
Okay.
meeting?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess. Hopefully it won't be too long. I think it's just
We never got
kind
a
of-
chance to hear what happened to Captain.
well, yeah, I think we have Liazana's thing, some catching up potentially over on Macaw, and also
Yes.
everything that we just saw with the giant massive spiders that spoke to us.
Well, okay,
Oh.
she was not okay. That is my sister you're talking about. Okay, I still love her, even though she looks like she's gone to the other side.
Mhm.
She
Yeah.
is terrible, but I love her.
I'm actually kind of curious if there's some connection. Well, we can talk about
Well,
that
yes,
when we're
yes,
at the
yes.
end of
I
it.
was
Yeah.
I was wondering
Yeah.
that too.
Yes.
Demon web.
Okay. So
Yeah. let's
Zio will
go.
probably head up immediately. Yeah. Anything
Okay.
else?
You just see Rhodey with the coffee kettle and stuff falling behind us.
Yeah, Relissa follows. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you running this meeting, Zia?
Yeah, who's opening the door
Um,
first?
And Zio will probably turn to Liazana and be like, what do you think would be best?
I don't mind either way. Zio, you can run it if you want to, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay, I'll run it.
Yay!
Okay. You just
Zia
sort of
meeting,
slide the
Zia
doors
meeting.
open. What do you
Yeah.
envision as you open up the sliding doors?
So honestly, let's say basically she's kind of frazzled from all of the night last night, so it's just the Gabagool restaurant again, with like
Nice.
the table just a little bit bigger so everybody can fit around it.
Nice.
Hey, we're
Nice.
home.
And then like
Forget about it.
turning to Liazana and just being like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't think of anything else.
Oh, it's like, is there like ale and snacks and stuff surrounding,
Oh,
or is it like coffee and?
There would also be coffee and everything,
Gotcha.
given the last conversation with Sinister.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically right now, it seems like we have 3 threads, which seem to be disconnected, but could be connected. And so a while back, we found the Kittletarian Codex, which could be used to decipher some of the writing that Ashavar and I had begun looking at the Ka. And I don't think we've been back since we found that codex. And I'm wondering kind of that if that infernal celestial history that involves Sinister and what we recently saw with Sinister's family. And
That is my twin sister.
okay, and there's a
I'm a twin. Are you
And
a
it-
twin?
no. Well, probably not.
Okay.
Also, so is there like a demon goddess that's coming after?
Okay. She's not. She is a practitioner of the demon goddess Lolth. Okay. So anathema. She has seized the throne of power, so it seems, and has influenced my sister because she was a spy like me. That whole turning into spiders thing is not something that she did, but she does now.
Okay. So anathema is after you.
Anathema.
Anathema. He's
Yes.
after you. But is
Because I
that
burned
coming-
up the magic school.
Because you burned up the magic school.
Yeah,
Why
well,
did
they
you burn
were
up the magic school?
well, they were dicks, and they were already. My mom sent me a message saying to get out and stuff. So it was one of those things like "fuck you," and it seemed really metal. And you know, they send all like, you know, when you're like have aptitude with magic and stuff. It's either like, oh, you're the devil, and we need to, or you're so mean, we gotta put you out, or you go to magic school and serve us.
Was it
So-
empty? What? Wait, Sinister. You burned down a magic school when there were people inside of it?
They were bad. They were trying to kill me.
Why were they trying to kill you?
Because they found out I was a spy.
Who are you
Probably.
spying for?
All right.
I
Do you
really
imagine
surprised
a
that we're just
chalkboard?
learning all this now.
Okay.
Okay. And then it probably switches to Zia sitting down and then
All right,
Sinister's
yeah,
up
he's
with like a
starting-
board.
he's starting-
Yeah, exactly.
You continue your thing, and I'm gonna go through the royal houses of the Drows and the different regions of the Underdark, and how there was a civil war, and then there was there was seats of power, and it was like this massive power grab, and us being of a house that did not believe in Lolth, but we were pretending to. We were considered heretics, and we had to subvert the powers that be, and we did everything we could to undermine the powers, and we would just pick at it and undermine it until one day. And I can only guess someone told on us there was a mole, and then they squealed on us, and then it all came tumbling down, and I burned the mage scroll.
And
And
then
then I
that's
pop-
how you got
I
teleported to another dimension.
No. I was reading a scroll I had no business reading because I have, I went to classes. Okay.
In the school that you burned down.
Yes, I went to,
Okay.
I was gonna be a wizard, but anyways, I read a scroll, or I thought what I read was a scroll, and I came here, and I don't know how to go back. It kind of disintegrated. I don't know if I read it right, but
I mean, you definitely read it right enough that it did something, clearly.
It did something.
Okay. So, okay. Like, Zia's like definitely like scratching her head, being like, I thought that there may have been a connection here, and now I don't think there is at all.
Well, I will say the connection is that Lolth is the demon goddess of the demon web, which is a layer of one of the infernal realms. So I have a goddess, or at least a matron mother of that goddess, that's really pissed at me that can harness the powers of the demon web.
So, okay, but how would that connect to my father being a celestial in any way, right?
I don't know. You figured that out. I don't know.
Well, I mean, okay. Okay, so like you found that thing at the house in Macaw, right?
Yeah, I did that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was written in Infernal, right?
I can read Infernal.
Yeah, but it would be really weird for Celestial to have infernal materials in their like library. Right?
I said that when we were there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm recapping. I'm bringing it all together. Like, okay, so, okay.
Flips the chalkboard around. Listen.
Okay, so Liazana, let's just put that on pause. Liazana, what do we need to do next to achieve whatever you want or need?
And she stands up and walks over to the chalkboard.
I float the chalk over to you, like you just see mage hand over
Grab
to
it. She's like, okay, so it's super duper complicated, but basically, Tiriana looks like she's very young, and she's not. She actually was turned into a vampire.
Dun, dun, dun.
Would Eden perk up at that or have no reaction?
Yeah, she definitely leans forward a little.
Yeah.
Listening more carefully.
She doesn't exactly like her dad because he's the one that did that to her, or like he ordered it to happen so that she could become the heiress. Her dad's like on his deathbed, I think. And the Order of Spectres is run by her dad.
What? And then
The one that killed the
him,
guy and nailed him to the thing.
you see Sinister just like get his dossiers and just like skirt.
But I don't know if it was him specifically, but because she.
What's his name?
I don't remember if she said his name.
She mentioned it a time or two, but in passing, she's just kind of referenced him by his name, but didn't say this is his name.
Okay.
It's like Mr. Baron von Sutcliffe.
Yeah, pretty much. Mr. Von Sutcliffe. I don't know.
Mr. Von Sutcliffe.
What?
But
Your note-taking skills.
You have a lot of notes, but there are a lot. You have to keep in mind. Oh, okay, all of our stories are insanely complicated. except for Breeless. But at least from what I know so far, because I think at this
Breeless,
point,
well-
as we're all going through, I think we would all turn to Breeless and be like, "Do you have a thing again?"
Well, the rest of you are like explaining this. Breeless over there, like, I don't know, eating a piece of cake or pastry or something. Ooh, it's cream inside.
Is
Yeah,
it
but-
lactose free?
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So, Liaison,
So-
continue.
Yeah,
continue,
she-
sorry.
She gave me a sending stone to I guess keep her updated on like our whereabouts.
Detect magic. Is there anything like because I know that they can send magical items to scry. Am I picking up like scrying stuff around the sending stone besides the magic of the sending stone?
No, all you seem to get is that divination magic off of these. I mean, people have items, but you become accustomed to that because you ping those pretty often.
Yeah.
So, outside of the divination magic from the
Right, like because I would be able to see like maybe a spear of magic around that item or something, because
Yeah.
he's used to people being sneaky and so he's always paranoid.
Yeah, the object shows as magical, and the school, you get the feeling of divination magic off it. But that is
Right.
normal for that type of sending stone.
Right. So I don't see like another like orb like
You don't catch anything else off of it.
so Liaison, you just seen exactly like like a cat's eyes lighting up and then him going back to ignoring the coffee for wine because we're in the olive's nest.
So yeah, I mean, she kind of wants to help me out. And like I told her it was a vengeance thing. Like I somewhat filled her in on why I was meeting with her. So but she gave me the sending stone and I guess that's where we're at for the moment.
You told her it was a what thing?
It was a vengeance thing.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So-
Nice set.
Wait. So, okay, if she wanted to do
Amazing.
it and he was just there, why didn't the two of you just do it?
He's not there. He's not on this island.
Yeah,
Oh, where is
honestly.
he?
And she can't-
She's not. And
See, obviously-
correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. She's not at liberty to say where he's at.
There's less than very few people that know where he is what she was saying.
Right.
And so if she told you
Mhm.
right now, it would be very obvious it was her.
Yeah.
But she gave you the sending stone so that when an opportunity arises, when he's in transit or something else that, would be less obvious it was her, she can be like, hey, if this is...
Right.
I'm gonna put it in a
maybe-
language you understand, Zia. Snitches get stitches.
I've
Yeah.
heard that.
So she's supposed to let me know the next time that he's in transit.
Okay.
So that it's not obvious that it's her giving me the information, so that she remains safe, and also we get the info that I want.
Okay.
Plausible deniability. That's something Ashavar understands.
Because she doesn't want to be the heiress. She wants to be far from that, but he forced her into it, which is why he made her a vampire.
You can't be seen killing him. That would seem like she wants the power grab of that station and she doesn't want nothing of it. But she doesn't like him, so she'd rather have other people get her hands dirty so she can say, I don't know what happened.
I mean, if you want to call it mutual interests.
She did add too specifically that nothing can be done that brings a bad name to the family, though.
Oh, yeah.
Very specific, or things would go a different way.
Oh, so Sinister's assumptions are correct then.
So we have to do it. We have to be very careful.
I mean, me and Zia could go in, like we sneak in, assassinate, come back out, and then we go and have pancakes.
I can sneak.
I
Do
can kind of sneak. I don't know about the whole assassination bit, but I can kind of sneak.
I got this cloak to kind of help, and she'll kind of put the hood over and just kind of like but
That
it's
is
blue.
so
It's like
lovely.
it's like a dusty
a-
blue.
It's so
Oh my
pretty.
god.
It's the prettiest thing. I think it really.
See,
I-
it's for sneaking around. No one
No,
will
you
ever
just look-
know it's me.
No, everyone will know it's you.
So, I do, not to interrupt here in the wonderful dialogue, but Zia would definitely at some point turn to you and be like, there's nothing that like vampires can do to make you think that they're like friendly or like, you know, very much lie to you to the point where somebody like Liazana might believe something like that, right? Like,
There is. They're capable of it if they're strong enough.
would Liazana be aware of it?
Depends on the strength of the vampire, though typically no longer than a few days. I think a week is the longest I've seen it last without it being renewed. If this is a young vampire, she would not be able to do that. She's
Okay.
older than she seems, then perhaps, but it does need to be renewed.
Okay.
And you will know when it ends. If it's not renewed.
Okay. And definitely like alternatively Liazana be like, so
Believe me,
Not
I'm
to
aware
be-
of the possibility.
Say vengeance again.
A greater restoration would clear anything up.
Okay. And a spell like that couldn't be like renewed through a sending stone, right? Like
Correct.
that wouldn't be possible. Okay, good.
Mhm.
I know hear tale of greater restoration. I, even though I'm the smartest one of the crew, do not have the power of the greater restoration yet. But
There's some really good jokes, Sinister.
Oh,
yeah, I know, I'm funny.
You're so funny.
I was just waiting for one of y'all to laugh. Anyways,
I mean, Breelith has the most formal education, I think, about all of us.
I went to school too. I burned
Yeah,
it
but
down.
Breelith went to college.
I went to
I
Bardic
did.
College.
It was home classes, but yes, I do have a degree.
I went to
Yeah,
Bard
classes.
You
Yeah,
burned down your school. It's terrible.
That's
Probably
awesome.
not the best recommendation.
Now the credits won't transfer.
Not to this dimension.
Give you all your Gen Ed again.
Oh.
Okay,
But-
okay.
I also want to interject while we can go back to speculation that the goddess Shar said I need to find the Justicar and that I'm part of the Justicar, whatever that is, and that these powers that she gave me in these fancy gloves can expand as I make her presence known throughout the lands.
Okay. So
Justicar is probably way down on the list.
I think it might be interesting, and you know, this is kind of a little bit off the map for your current plans, Liazana. So feel free to interject. But would it be worth going to Macaw and maybe researching this like Justicar, maybe in like the library there? And we can start doing some of the translation work there as well, Ashabar and I.
I could do
What
some.
about the Zia? What about the book though? I mean, I'm
Well,
all
that's-
for going. I'm all for going back to recall. Recall.
Macaw.
I'm all for going back to Macaw. You know, because I think we need to like regroup and figure out what we're gonna do next. But like I know like we've also got to go chase that book too, and I feel like we kind of just went all over the place because a bunch of stuff popped up. So
I mean, I don't even know where it is. We have like no clue or way forward on that.
It was last word is one of the reasons you came here to Atmos. Word is it was last seen here.
Oh, we had already asked around really early
Oh.
on, and they like said that they had been like taken, or it was at least in my notes I had written
Okay.
down that that was a dead end, but
Oh.
I might have messed that up. So
Okay.
It's news to the DM, it seems.
I'm like,
Mhm.
I mean, I can go back through my notes again, but
Do you
maybe I was
remember-
gone for that session.
On.
Do you remember with whom you spoke?
We spoke to Brelith's patron
Mhm.
and the patron's friend, colleague.
Mhm.
Professor?
Yeah.
The professor. So it was
Yes.
the patron and the professor, right?
First one?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
said that they had heard of it and that it was gone, that like it had been taken, I think.
Mm.
Mm.
There, just throw it out there. Just to mention it. There may be some folks in that area where information about those books has been known to be, like that particular place where there was the 3 professors that had the other book before your sister came and took it.
Yeah.
They might have a better idea or some more information. There might be some people in that academic ward that might have been a little closer to it than the professor.
Okay.
Maybe. Don't feel like you
I
have
think
to
I-
pursue that, but
No, totally. I'm going through the notes for that. I think that was like, sorry.
no, it's okay. It was a while ago, and then we had a number of weeks where we didn't dream. So
Okay, yeah, I didn't write anything down about it. Okay.
nice.
I mean, I think I missed that session. I think I missed that session.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
I think. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I was like, I think Liazana might say something to the effect of like, how I think she would word it, like, I'm trying to think of how she would word this. Like, why don't we like, and she'll turn to Brelith. Do you think we could ask like your professor friend, if we can talk to them about it? Yeah.
He
If
didn't
we
want
could-
me near him at all. So I feel like
What?
you didn't want me to meet him at all. Like,
No, it had nothing
it
to do
was-
with. No, okay. I'm sorry, Sinister. There's nothing about you that I don't want him to know. I was trying to keep. I wasn't sure how, my patron would react to Zia since I had said stuff before. So that was what that was all about. That wasn't have anything to do with you. You're fine. You're okay. I'm
I
sorry. Go
thought-
ahead.
I thought it was my
But Zia's
pants or something.
not. Like, I'm confused.
No,
Yeah, why
Zia's
wouldn't-
fine. Zia's okay. We've talked to him. It was okay. I just was
Yeah, there was the
worried.
dinner thing. We had.
I
some
was
character
I was
ground.
worried that
It was,
like
yeah,
he would be kind of weird.
friendship
Yeah.
overcame.
Everything's
and
fine.
everything's
Everything's good.
Perfect.
Zia
Fine.
over Breela's shoulder, up at the chalkboard now, you see Vic trying to like get your attention. He's like tapping the chalk on the board, and you look around Breela, and it's like a drawing of a poo and a question mark, like,
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Dan.
and like, can I go? Can I be excused? And that's where we'll take our bio break.
You're a grown ass man, Vic.
Excuse yourself.
He doesn't want to be
Oh my
rude.
God.
It seems important. So for anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. So we'll go do that. And we'll keep our audio hot because we are. And we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes.
Okay,
Ooh.
thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And hi, Ald. Hi.
Hey.
Right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I did find it,
Oh,
or
yeah,
at least
yeah.
why I thought there was nothing. And
Mhm.
so when we were talking to Allie about what to do when we
Oh.
came to Atmos, about what intel she had, she said
Mm.
there was nothing relevant at Atmos about that.
Okay.
I think I confused that with something else.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
my bad. I'm very sorry.
No, no worries. No worries at all.
That's my bad note taking skills, 1000%.
You're fine. You're fine. That's good. Well, that's good that we, came across that while you're here, so that
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely very lucky to have y'all looking out for me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Nice.
I will be back.
All right. Hi all. Thanks for jumping in. I'm sorry we're stepping away on our bio break real quick. But then we'll be back. So nice to have you here tonight. Yeah, our Sky Pirate campaign. Wee-hoo! Um, Lots of fun. They live in a whole area. All the islands are floating. There is no solid ground. They're trying to track down a very dangerous world-ending book. Okay, I'm gonna go do my bio stuff and then I'll be back. Ooh. All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, all right. Fun, fun. So much going on here in Atmos. I love it.
Yes, we keep notes here.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I couldn't even find the name of the restaurant in my notes tonight. There's so much. I mean, look, I throw a ton at y'all, and y'all have like, I love it because you kind of eat that up and then have questions about all of that. And it's just so much, info out there. Definitely don't sweat it.
I mean,
there's a lot coming at us.
You've seen my notes, and so you
They're
know
pretty
that they're
meticulous. Yeah. They're impressive.
but they're also very like stream of consciousness rather than like organized in any manner.
That's true.
I keep notes how Finisterre keeps notes, which is just off of feelings and stuff. So
It's all about vibes.
It's just vibes. I didn't get a good vibe off of man.
Finisterre's, oh my god, that would be a great spell. Just vibe check.
There is something like
Yes.
that, I think. I think
love
there is
that.
something.
Just to discern the alignment of like some creature, I guess. I don't know. If that's how it would work.
Yeah.
I really like
suppose.
that. Charisma base for sure.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
I didn't feel it. I don't know. He gave me an awful vibe.
right.
Oh, Heart Sight is an ability that sprites apparently have.
Oh,
If the target fails a DC 10 charisma saving throw, the sprite knows the creature's alignment.
okay.
Oh.
Nice. Vibe
But
check
that's
is a
like
much
for
better
a
one.
monster.
Ah.
So I don't know if
I thought I had calm emotions earlier, but that's a different character.
Oh, yeah. It does get difficult.
apparently no alignment was a thing in like old D&D,
Really?
like the
Oh, wow.
original.
That's
Maybe like a
I didn't
neutral
realize.
character, like a true like a neutral character.
Like oh my god, have you seen that Futurama episode where they go to the neutral planet?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly.
They're
what
like
I was thinking.
about to blow it up, and they're like, if I don't survive this, tell my wife I said hello.
Oh, so
Yes, the
funny.
Such a good
neutrals.
line.
It's like they're just all
that
gray
show.
and they have no feelings about anything.
No discernible features. And the thing is then they're like, we have a president, and I was like, how did you elect a president?
Right?
There's so many questions, and it's Futurama. They're never going to answer them.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
we're never gonna get the answer to that unless they make another movie.
Nice.
and they expect.
Okay. So apparently Commune could do something like discern alignment
Oh,
If-
okay.
if the DM is malleable.
Ah, okay. Often
Um,
I am. So.
Yeah. So
love how
if you can let your DM to let your first question be like, how far is their alignment neutral, such that you get an answer purely, partly, or not at all, then you can discern the total alignment with 2 other questions.
That's cool.
Right. Okay.
So like that's just using your questions in a particular way. But I don't know why you would do that.
That'd be a lot of work to
up.
find a general. Yeah.
Yeah, I can send you. I'm gonna put in the Zoom chat what I'm looking at.
Okay.
But yeah, but people have a lot of thoughts on this.
I like how you turned Sinister into like handing up pamphlets. Have I talked to you about Char,
You're not to get religious at all, but it did give me very much a Jehovah's Witness vibe.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Or
Perfect.
like Book of Mormon
Bing bong.
musical kind of. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wouldn't that be crazy if like you just went in complete other direction, became a monk?
Oh my goodness, what if that was? Or just the paladin. Just the paladin part.
I just
You know.
Paladin. What even is Paladin?
Okay, they're not motivated by their god, by the way. They're motivated by their will. That's why they take the oath and
Yeah, but
and stuff.
that's just Aleister Crowley. It's all
I
about
mean,
the will.
It's just, and their stuff is charisma based. So
Yeah.
I really
okay,
like
that
this
would-
community. Oh, sorry. So,
Oh god, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
no, that was my bad. I'm terrible multitasker. I was reading the commune thing, and I like it. I like that breakdown
Yeah.
of using.
Oh,
spell
and the
that way.
last one detect alignment was 3.5.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
So it hasn't been present since then.
like a paladin's will can be just something like, I think donuts is the best thing ever, and I will fight you if you say croissants. And that's just his will to spread the joy of donuts to everybody.
Occasionally I listen to Crit Crab sometimes
Mhm.
just to feel better about myself as a player. And there was one just really bad player, and then he wanted to play a paladin, and the DM was like, "Okay, well, you're so self-centered. The only thing you can worship is yourself."
Oh.
And the player never caught on to that. Throughout the entire game, and I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I mean, that would be interesting. It would be an interesting character, but like as an epic owned, I was like, I don't know,
Yeah. Oh.
a little on the head.
Uh-huh.
I will say that Sinister has a sense of ease. Like, all right, if I roll with her, I'll get home eventually, so I can
Nice.
relax. You know what I'm saying? I got God gloves on.
Ooh, awesome. I'm dropping our BRB screen too, just as a heads
Oh,
up.
okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, I guess I'll jump us back
Apologies.
in. Everyone's here. Hey.
Sorry, I was making hot chocolate. It's very cold.
Ooh,
Down
oh
here.
no!
So
No.
now it's not February cold, but it's cold.
No.
No, we well, I was telling y'all earlier what we have to do with the new place, so
Oh,
can't
right.
even start moving stuff over. Of course, now we built that desk and it's sitting in a cold house, so
Come on.
and it's metal,
What's
Oh
up?
no!
so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Figures.
It'll act as a cooling rig for your laptop or computer.
Well,
Yeah.
see, my problem is at the moment I'm trying to find a flat stand, like tower stand that'll fit my computer tower
Mhm.
that keeps it
Oh.
raised off the carpet, and I'm having the hardest time finding one right now.
Oh no.
Like I have looked on Amazon, Newegg. I think the only place I haven't looked yet was B&H. I looked on Best Buy, like for what I need and to make sure that it fits the size. I am not finding anything. It's so
Come on.
frustrating.
Oh.
Might have to make it.
I may have to. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I'm already having to enlist my brother-in-law to help me with all the networking in the house, which
Oh yeah.
we're talking Tasha's husband.
Oh,
help
okay.
me get
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
set. He's gonna help me get everything set up, but I'm gonna have to probably buy a new Switch because the one I have only has 8 ports, so I'm gonna have to get another one that's got more. But-
Yeah. Oh my
Amazon.
gosh.
Everybody loves the technical problems. They're everyone's favorite part.
Yay!
of,
Well, I finally get to have fiber, so and
Oh,
finally-
okay.
we finally got our mom on fiber. She's been on DSL all
Your
this time.
mom?
Oh god.
No,
So,
DSL.
Yeah,
That's privilege.
Oh, barf.
so she's finally upgraded to fiber. Woohoo!
DSL.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
That's a leap.
No. Back in my day, we had dial-up.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Dude, we had dial up for the longest time too because they just want to
Ugh.
upgrade.
Yeah.
And she lives in it's not even the oldest neighborhood in the city. It's fairly recent compared to some, and they
Huh.
just AT&T will not lay the lines. They will not bring the fiber in.
That's-
They're
And
like
so
that, though.
finally, there's this other company that opened up their residential fiber side of the company and
Mhm.
started in her neighborhood because there was no competition.
Oh,
Mm,
score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because they're a local company, they're actually very good about
Ah.
taking care of their customers. So
Local companies are
That's
better
great.
than the damn.
yeah.
Good.
True.
So
But-
I told them I was like, man, I wish y'all were available in the neighborhood I'm moving to. They're only in 2 neighborhoods right now.
Oh.
So Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Nah.
you're
So
good.
the boardroom, the room with the board.
Yes,
In the
carry
olive
on. You
nest.
find yourselves, yeah, yep, yep. Some voices of people that don't exist echoing through the space. So it's a busy tavern.
So in universe, what I'm expecting probably happened is that Liazana brought up the book was supposed to be here, and Freelith and Zia are talking to each other back and forth about like how they had that friendship moment and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, we never actually got around to asking him about it. How did we forget that in like terms of everything? And so that would be added to our list as a so would it be okay if we contacted Freelith's patron and asked around a little bit and then go to Macaw? Would that
I
be
mean,
okay?
if that's okay with Relith, once when she comes back.
Freelith, you fell
Hello?
asleep.
Yes.
Wake up.
She had a long night last night.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
So would you be willing to potentially contact your patron again and maybe see if we can buddy up with any of his science buddies and see if they know anything about the Book of Enoch?
Yeah. I can. Yeah, I can contact them and ask. See.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I wanted to go to the ghost ship or maybe see the technology race, but that'll be another day.
And do we even know where the ghost ship is?
This is not
Yes?
about the ghost ship. I'm sorry. It was about the patron.
Oh yeah.
I was
yeah,
just
go ahead.
saying that. I was just thinking that. Just be prepared that one of the stipulations might be that. I know that he was wanting to come and see the McCall Island, so he might want to do that in exchange for help.
You know,
But that's just. I mean, I'm not sure. I can ask. I was thinking. But yeah, I'll go and ask right now.
Why
I'll be
did
back.
you tell him about the island?
oh, I mean, it's fine. He's harmless. Like we've met him.
I don't think it was just me.
I
No,
didn't
no,
get to meet him.
I did tell him about the island. Yes, that was me.
Yeah. I mean, no worries. It happens, really. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's fascinating. I
Yeah.
was.
It would be really nice to have somebody else to help us translate and go through the library, wouldn't it, Sinister?
You just see him going, you just see like a face of darkness go, and then he goes, ha ha.
You told Tatiana about it.
I did not tell Titania.
Titania. Oh my god.
Okay. I'll go and call him right now, and I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you, Bria.
Well, why do you have to go and why can't you call him here?
I just like to to do it privately. It's just kind of awkward talking to him.
Totally.
Yeah,
100% get it. Yeah. Whatever space you need.
Hey, I'll see you in a bit, and she'll
Okay.
head out.
Nice.
You see him just like confused, like
Sinister, I think this is going to be really easy. We're okay. Now we have a perfectly laid out plan. All the pieces are coming together.
I just don't understand how this all works.
I think it's gonna come together. I think it's gonna come together.
As he just mage hands another bottle of wine.
I see. Awesome. Relith, as you are you stepping out of the room? Okay. You also recall that he did offer. He was excited about the translation, the different doorways down the elevator shaft, and had offered
Yeah.
to personally assist.
Yeah,
And that
I
was
know.
a hand select few. That he trusts.
Yeah.
But I can't get the medallion of thoughts. All right. Let's go.
Okay, so I Braylith, I'll jump over to you if you want to do your thingamabob.
Yeah, she'll just kind of step around the corner where she's like out of earshot of everyone.
Mhm.
Hi. It's me. Could you help us look into information about the Book of Enoch? Could possibly be in exchange for something? Let me know. And it would be cut off at
Nice.
let me.
Nice. Soliciting him. Exchange for something. Boop. Well, it doesn't take too long because it's mid morning, I think. You get a reply. Read it. That's outside my expertise. Try the where to look. Oh, he seems to be thinking out loud to himself and you. At most, college for advanced thinkers. They study things like that there.
Okay. Interesting. And she'll go back to the group.
As the smartest one in the room. That's the conversation because you could probably
As she steps in.
You can as she's walking in because he knows she feels some way about it.
Amos College of Advanced Thinkers. That's what he replied back. That's where he said to check.
Okay.
And that
That's
is
a
the
little-
place you were at before.
Out of his expertise. So
Sinister will probably just like not out loud while they're waiting. Maybe try to ask Shar about information like that, like the Book of Enoch. Like, does she have any interest in that? And things like that, to get it on the. I mean, he never talked to her about the book, so
there is a possibility.
Yeah.
So
as you see him, he's just kind of jamming out. I'm the smartest person in the room.
Okay. So thank you so much for doing that, Brila. I really appreciate it. And honestly, I hate to say that I'm a little disappointed, only in the fact that he might not be coming with us to Macaw.
Thank God.
No, I won't speak for everyone, and I think we probably want to vote on something like that. But I, for one, would 100% be for having another translator. I think he would be really helpful.
Hey, if you want me to ask him, I mean, I can't do it today, but tomorrow.
Yeah, totally. Okay. If that's okay. Obviously, I think. Does anybody else have any opinions on that? Strong opinions?
It's supposed to be the mythical island of Macaw, that it's of fame and legends. And if we're just carting random people to the island, it's not a mythical place anymore.
That's not how it works. Oh, never mind. Okay, so maybe we can use today to kind of fuel up, do some exploring, and then first thing tomorrow, head out to.
I need rest. I do need some rest. And you guys like to go in the morning. And it is, I don't know about you, but it's doing terrible things to my vision. Okay.
Okay, could you write down everything you want me to ask?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, really.
I have sending, so I could actually talk to them today.
But if we're
Again.
if we're going around in the island and stuff, and can we at least do it like mid-afternoon to twilight hours? Because I'm just saying.
Yeah, I guess we could take it easy this morning.
I mean, direct sunlight is terrible. I'm seeing spots when I shouldn't be. My skin. Look at my skin. Look at this.
It just looks normal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at it. You see this? You see this?
Yeah,
That's
I see something right there.
Ah!
No, you don't.
Oh no!
There's a little
Just-
dot there.
You
A
know,
little, like-
just go to bed.
To kind of like rub
Go to
it.
bed.
Oh my god! Don't put
Nice.
your oils in it, Reland.
Well, I mean, it's like a cloth. It's soft. See, like, it's soft.
Cassius
I like
would
it.
clear his throat. I just want to add that I think we did tell your mentor that we would take them to Macaw, and I'll look over to Liazana.
Do that.
Because I think Liazana
Honestly,
had said not today, but like, give us some time to prepare. We'll let you know. I think. I'm on board for what it's worth.
Yeah.
people.
Great.
But
Same.
keep it careful on it.
Awesome. So, okay, how much rest would you prefer to get to the stair? Well, I'll head out whenever you're ready.
All I need is 4 hours,
Okay, great.
and then he just leaves.
Go team.
He just leaves.
Nice. Awesome.
So he could go commune with Sharp to ask about the Book of Enoch and get his rest, and then get his hair. And now he's worried, so he's getting the full face treatment from Rhodey while he sleeps. Like,
Perfect. Was there something? I did some rolls. I said you do send a prayer out to Sharp, but you don't hear anything back regarding currently.
okay, how about my performance? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, as far as you know, yeah, you just kind of offer up a prayer.
And then he just he tries to stare out into the dark. Well, it's not darkness, but he's gonna cast darkness,
Nice.
and then he's
And
gonna see
watch.
what he can see.
Nice. Yeah, just darkness. It's comfortable though. Oh, your eyes! What a relief.
And then he can just, he's like, all right, and then he trances.
Nice, perfect. Awesome. All right. And Breelith, are you messaging your patron again then?
Yeah, but excuse me. I'll go and ask, and she'll excuse herself again, and go back around to the corner to the exact same spot that she did before. Me again. So remember when you wanted to go to Macaw? Do you want to go today or tomorrow? We're going there. Yes. Yep. That's it.
Nice. Breelith. I would love to. It's thrilling. How long will we be staying? Have you considered my offer to assist with translating?
Let's see. What level of spell is this?
Third, I
Sending.
know, because everyone
Okay.
leans on
I
you.
know,
He's
I know, I
sending.
know. Okay, all right.
It's
With
such a
the
costly spell.
yes. Sia wants you to help translate. Absolutely. Time of stay uncertain. But we will work as quickly as possible. That's it.
Understood. I would like to bring my assistant. They're well versed in the older languages of Silches. They have my utmost confidence.
Lilith will quickly like scamper back over to the room where Zia or where like Liazana is. When are we leaving, this evening or tomorrow? I never quite understood what we were discussing with Sinister.
I guess whenever. But and then it's like it's gonna like kind of dawn on her like, what about Titania though? Like, how is she gonna follow us?
It's a good point.
I mean, we could come back for her, maybe.
Can we use a rope? If you attach something to the ship, does it also just go the same?
Maybe she just holds on really tight to the back of the ship.
Or her and a crocus, a crocus, Arrakis.
Maybe he could use his
Arrakis.
wings.
Yeah.
Arrakis.
Wing man. I'm gonna be honest. I had a little bit.
That's amazing. I love it.
Or maybe
A little bit too much to drink. I'm very sorry.
That's awesome.
But not that this is Zia in character, not me in real life. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
I have it written down and everything. But maybe they would be comfortable with just the two of them coming on our ship for a time being.
their crew could take care of their ship for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it would stink to not have the extra protection, but
Okay, so I have one more sending spell left, so I'll tell my patron who wants to come.
Oh, that's awesome.
Either to be here ASAP and to let me know if this evening would work or tomorrow morning.
Okay, I think that should work. What do you think, Liazana?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So she will quickly step back out, go back to her spot that she was before. Hey, me again. Could you be here as soon as possible? Let me know if this evening or tomorrow morning is better. Bring your friend.
I'll arrive this eve.
All right. The three of us will scurry back to the room. He's coming this evening.
Okay.
Batten down the hatches. Get the feast ready. He'll be here.
Great. Sounds good.
You don't have to do all that stuff. I was just being silly.
No, I mean, no. I love the spirit, Briella. I think you're really bringing the positive energy we really all need right now.
Good. I'm glad.
I for one appreciate it.
Good.
But yeah, maybe we should take the next couple hours until Sinister is ready to just relax and unwind a little bit.
Sinister doesn't take as long as the rest of you. Me and Liazana only need 4 hours to get a long rest.
Oh yeah, and I wasn't planning on even doing a long rest at all. I was just like, probably just chilling.
I think part of it, and he knows you're waiting on him. He's like in, magical darkness, and he's just playing songs to Titania. And this one is tell me what you think about this one. And then he just starts playing songs and singing this stuff.
I mean, we were all up super late last night and had a lot of alcohol anyway at the restaurant. So I think
having wanting a nap.
Yeah. It's all in line. 100%. Yeah.
I think so.
So if you walk by his room and look under his door, it's just like nothing but darkness, and it's probably a little seeping out in the hallway.
Every other one has light shining into the porthole, filling the room. That was dark. Just dark.
Incredible.
All right. So, with the roughly at least 4 hours, are you spending? It sounds like you're gonna relax, just mellow out, and have some time to kind of recover from the heights of the sleepover, highs and lows of the sleepover. Um, are
He's probably
you?
annoying Titania, like after his rest and stuff. Like, we're about to leave out.
It's, oh, kitty cat. Are you spending any time going to the College for Advanced Thinkers or whatever it was, Atmos?
Yes.
I would love to do that.
Yes. I think that was the plan, was to do that, see if we could get any info, and then leave for Macaw.
Okay.
Liazada would probably have Rhodey come knocking at the door, and then followed by a Sinister's message of, "Can I have my umbrella back?"
Shoot, yes, and
Hmm.
give the umbrella back to Rudy.
It's like, we're gonna get revengeance, right? I haven't forgot about your song. And then he just kind of cuts the link off. He doesn't wait for your answer at all.
Nice. Awesome. All right. So, do you want to wait until Sinister's rested before you head into the city?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
3, maybe 2:30, 3 in the afternoon. But after
Okay,
when your
so
4 hours is up.
He's gonna be in Sinister gear, top hat,
Oh.
big Axel sunglasses, big parasol, audacious clothes. He's trying to look everything shined up and spiffed up, hair teased, eyeliner, lip gloss.
The full 9. Nice.
Right.
Alright.
So he's going into town. Boom.
Most of nice. Most of your crew is going to stay on the ship. They're going to start prepping and getting things ready since you're planning on disembarking soon. So Cassius even is going to stay behind just to, as first mate to kind of organize everyone, keep things moving. I'm going to say Ashavar is a little wary of going into the city in the daytime, so she's going to stay on the ship as well. So it'll just be the 4 of you for this trip. But you know where this is. This is the same one that you went to so long ago in like episode 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Around what, 42?
He's not perceptive in the daytime, so if I do any perception, it's at disadvantage. So
okay. All right, so you find your way there. Enter. There's a little bit of a waiting room, and the clerk behind the counter runs off to get the people that you ask for. I don't know do any of you remember their names? If not, I'll just say you asked 3 people. They deal with books.
yeah, well, I've been to this library before, right? We've been here before.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like, "You remember me, right?" Huh?
Nice. I think I know who you're asking for. Let me check. I'll be right back.
Thank you, dear.
And she heads off to hopefully get the right people. She comes back. Janet is in. She seems to recall you, but is eager to discuss the book that you mentioned. Right this way, please.
And I just remember, I just elbowed Liaison. I'm like, "This is where we met Charles."
Nice. Right, so you go down a couple
You didn't
of
believe
winding
me,
hallways.
but it's all good.
Office door is already ajar. The clerk gestures you all in. You pile into the familiar room. Has a number of sitting chairs with there's a drinking cart in one corner, drinking cart in another corner. One of those large, beautiful globes that has a rough maybe concept of what might be around this planet. Walls are adorned with bookshelves, just edge to edge. And Janet Redstream is here. She again is a human. Seems to be a human woman, maybe in her mid-50s. Has long, wavy red hair with some white streaks in it, brown eyes, and beautiful darker skin, and moderately short, maybe like 4'7" or so, somewhere around there. but purely athletic, seemingly for the population at this age. Um, she has a pipe in her mouth that blows bubbles, and
Love that. Love that.
oh,
Always have the good things in life.
bubble bubble. Well, welcome back. It's a pleasure to see y'all again. Sit down, grab a drink.
Minister
Thank you
is
so
kind of
much.
interested in the globe. Like he was probably like spinning it like, wow, it's on an axis and they have floating islands.
Mm.
And he's like,
Nice.
you know,
There's 3 entire quadrants you don't recognize that seem to have like these huge land masses. And one that you do kind of recognize, you actually see a couple more islands than you're aware of. And it's just blackness underneath with like little tiny bits of island here and there.
is it magical darkness?
Nope, it's just like a deep matte black paint.
So he's gonna take note, and if she says come sit around, he's just gonna linger and then go sit. Like he's interested in that.
Nice.
Like that's interesting to him.
You have more questions? Did you ever find the
Yeah.
book you were seeking?
So no. Yeah, but we found out there's more than one.
There is? Oh.
Yeah, I think 3 at last count.
Are they
Um,
copies or 3 parts to a whole?
It's kind of unclear at this point, but we know that Jolene has probably 2 of them.
Oh, all right.
One was obtained from Simhazy Isle,
All right.
and the other, I think, was obtained here at Atmos.
Right. Well, we did. She did get the first one from us. Very sad still that we couldn't open it and research it. I mean that makes sense. That makes some sense. There have been a couple people since you've come through that have actually asked about the book.
Who asked? When? What? Where? How? And what?
Those are excellent questions. I don't. I can't say.
You don't have some sort of checkout system inquiry.
Sinister.
You don't write down who.
Sinister.
Oh, for questions, no.
Yeah.
Because we're just a place of learning.
Yeah. Well, was there anything potentially that you remember from those encounters that was just interesting or
Distinguishing clothing, weird facial tics.
Well, I mean, just anything. And if you don't, like, I'm sure you're all very busy.
Scars.
You know.
I can't say I remember
Accents.
anything specific like that. I do recall.
Organizations, groups.
Well, there were 2. There was a single person that came through once. That said they didn't really say who they were working for on behalf of whom. But actually, let me just roll and see what she would know. Okay. They did seem to caught a glimpse in their past, and they were on a very expensive ship that was coming through. I think it's one of the special elite ships that's the Sunrays.
Was it a
make.
giant ship? Like, did it belong to people of giant heritage?
Oh no, this was some human gentleman, maybe early 40s, but again, the only thing I remember was in his past as he was flipping through getting some of his other stuff from his pocket there. It did have a kind of rather expensive boarding pass to a Sunray and Sun ship.
Oh,
If that helps at all.
Sunray and Sons ship.
Hey, great. It's not one of those rather fancy ones that's outside of your typical.
Yeah, for sure.
But the other folks that came through, they were a group of 3. And I think one of them's still in town to stand out a fair bit. But I don't know. They didn't say they made it. They asked as though they were just wondering information on it themselves. I don't know if they were
He
here.
wouldn't have been a winged tiefling, would he?
No. It was half orc, and let's see, what was the other? Yeah, I think it was a halfling. But the third person, the one that I think still here, was a wee kenku.
A kingu.
They're difficult to converse with.
Yeah.
Kingu.
Yeah.
Notoriously so.
Hey. But the other 2 haven't seen since. The kenku I saw up, I think almost every day when I'm going through to get some fresh research materials up in the religious ward through some texts this past month. I've been traveling up there each day. And almost around this time or so, that I said that kenku, the Wanderer's Plea, just sort of
really?
observing off the edge of the island.
The Wanderer's Plea. Funny,
Hey.
we just came back from there not too long ago. I didn't see no kingu, but
Well,
I'll
Sinister,
take a look again.
You're being, yeah. Thank you so much. I mean, that information is worth a lot, and we very much appreciate your time and patience.
Of course. If you find anything else about this book, please, I hope you'll consider sharing the knowledge with us.
Absolutely.
Sinister goes back to the globe. He's writing down all the things about it. So if he can, he's trying to remember it and chart it down for future stuff.
Oh, okay. Good. See you.
So, no, you're good. But yeah, so the only thing that I find really interesting is that there was no indication then to you that there had been more than one. It was.
I did find it strange that we don't really get many folks asking for the book, and they weren't referring to it as though it was quite the same. The first person that was on that fancy ship, they seemed to think it was the same book, but these other 3, the way they were talking about it, it did seem as though they were talking about a slightly, almost a book, but not quite. It's when you said there was more than one, it sort of clicked and made a little more sense that maybe they knew it was another. They were looking for it.
Oh. Okay then.
So someone else is looking for another volume of this book along with us. And you don't remember what they looked like. Were these the 3?
These were the 3.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So
The halfling, the half orc, and the
kingu.
third one.
Hey.
Yeah. So I think we'll.
Wanderer's Plea.
If it's okay for us to take our leave, maybe we can catch the kingu because we were thinking of disembarking relatively soon. And
Then I'd get a move on.
yeah, thank you so much. I'm sorry to leave in such haste.
That's fine. It's great to have visitors. Take care then.
Bye.
Hey, is there any way I could get a copy of this globe? Like a microfiche?
Wouldn't know how to do that. I'm sorry. You're welcome to, or sketch it quickly if you like. It's an
And he does
approximation. Nice of what we
He
think.
does
There,
that.
we're going. Come on.
Nice.
He doesn't care. He can catch up to you guys. So.
Okay, it'll
Sinister,
take.
come on.
It'll take
we're
about.
almost to the elevator.
Nice. It'll probably take like 15 minutes to kind of like etch it all down.
Yeah, if you do that, we're already gone.
Yeah, he'll catch up to you guys.
Okay,
He
Okay.
can catch up to you.
Nice.
Because we really don't want to miss. This
Gotcha.
guy.
Okay.
No, he's
So-
he's doing it as fast as he can. He's got roadie going on with it, and
Nice.
now he's trying to sketch the parts that he doesn't know, and then he can hear you guys. So because he doesn't have disadvantage on, he has it on sight, but everything else he can hear you guys, and you guys are probably loud. he's gonna,
Hey,
he's gonna
Nice.
take off. Let's go.
Nice.
Cardio.
If you want to successfully copy it to use, it'll be about 15 minutes of doing so. So they'll be like up at the other place by then.
Does
But if you-
does Sinister do anything successfully? Like, I mean,
okay, you can get some in that like minute or so. You can get some quick etchings off of
I'll be back.
that.
Thanks.
Good. Great. Take care.
Don't tell anybody about this book, or I'll kill you. And then
oh
Oh my gosh, you can't.
goodness.
Oh, gonna have her do a roll.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Sinister catches up, and you're able to bamf up to that area and head right down to Wanderer's Plea. When you get there, if you want to look around, anyone that's looking, go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
What are we
no,
looking
it's
for again?
daytime.
Kinku.
Oh, right. Okay,
Oh my god, the one time I get a really bad
Oh.
investigation. Oh.
No.
it's investigation.
Mhm.
I can do
Yeah.
it, but it's at disadvantage. So
Okay. Mhm. Fingers crossed.
16
no,
for
no, it's
British.
perception checks. Would perception checks be an investigation or?
These are a little different because you're specifically looking just, where is this Kenku? So it'd be
Yeah.
investigation.
So, no,
Please
it's
tell
not
me-
a disadvantage.
Please tell me somebody got better than an 11.
I got 18.
Okay.
That's 16.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
14.
Great.
Okay.
Somebody saw.
He's like, oh,
Nice.
mm.
Yeah, Sinister, you just before anyone else, you look around and you see an adorable little Kenku person.
I go up to him. I go, hello.
They cock their head and kind of twist it back a little further than a humanoid would. And seems to be a raven-esque bird. They stand up. She stands maybe like 3'10" at full height. But it looks pretty built. Black eyes, again, the rough black feathers from being a raven.
Listen, I know how this works, so I'm going to say a bunch of words so you can get the gist of how we talk, and hopefully we can communicate more comprehensively. Okay, so my name's Sinister. We just came from the library. This is what we're looking for, and I heard tell you're looking for the same thing.
So are you all standing around?
I'm assuming we probably heard Sinister
Mm.
interrogating this
Yeah.
I got a top hat,
And-
and my sunglasses, and the umbrella, just standing over a little bird. Like, you listen here.
All of us would probably be kind of just like slinking over slowly and just like, Sister. Yeah, remember, Sister, we were almost arrested. Or this would probably be mine. Like, we were almost arrested in this ward. We're gonna keep it down.
Okay,
so
I'm just
cute.
talking.
Your
I'm
mother
just talking. Yeah, your mama.
sits back down and kind of continues like looking at the grass at the base of
Do you know my
Wanderer's
mother?
Plain.
No, that was an insult, Prelude.
Oh, are you sure? Because it seemed like it knew.
No, that was an insult. Clearly, I do it all the time. I just haven't done it yet.
He's looking like trying to ignore everyone.
What are you looking? What are you looking for? Maybe I can help you.
How long have I been talking to this Kinku?
It was probably like 10 seconds or so.
All right, I'm gonna
Like
keep
10 seconds
talking.
in.
I'm gonna keep talking. Like, look, all right, we just came back from the library. It seems like we have started off on the wrong foot, and he's gonna keep continuously talking to the
Mhm.
Kinku for at least a minute.
Oh,
And it-
okay.
Yeah,
Is that the charm?
it's
that-
I'm going to use my bardic feature of what is it? It goes with my class. Words of terror.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Why?
Well,
What is this
It's
person
frightened
done
of
to
you.
Well, it can be used as a
wisdom
coercive.
save.
Yeah, it can be used
15.
as a coercive way to get information where that person feels compelled. I can make him feel. I can make. I guess this is a they them situation, or is it she?
She, her.
Okay,
She's-
she
mhm.
her. All right. I'm gonna make
Frightened
her
of
feel
you.
compelled to give me the information that I seek. And just because she's frightened of me doesn't mean she's trying to avoid me. She can just be like afraid to fail my expectations.
Nice.
It's like it's the degree of which I use the words of terror. I know it's so that I can temper it to the situation.
Like,
Gotcha.
I just met this person.
Wow.
As it
You're already
reads,
terrified.
it becomes frightened of you. But because that's all it says in the thing, I'm gonna do some rule of cool, but I'm gonna play it kind of true to that too.
Yeah, I mean, because from what I understood, the way is this is a conversational way. You can it's a kind of like an intimidation thing.
Yeah, you'll likely have advantage on like intimidation checks as it's pretty. Its eyes kind of open wide, and it gets up and leaps and kind of I don't know. It failed its thing. Let me see what it's gonna do.
No.
It's not gonna run.
I don't want them to run. It is a compulsion thing. I mean, I used it on the guards and stuff to feel like he didn't want to be hassled by a celebrity. So I'm just using the degree of which I'm not trying to scare her in a sense, but I want her to feel like doubt or like I might want to give these people what they want.
I can't let it. It doesn't have that degree of precision, but it is scared.
Okay.
And it kind of does a quick run around behind Braylith, the tall creature that
Yeah.
seemed to be nice.
Just stop. It's
Not gonna
it's
make
okay.
it. Not gonna make it.
No,
This
not
is the
gonna make
end.
it.
You better tell me
Sinister?
what
No.
we want to know. Or it
Sinister,
will-
Sinister, stop! You're scaring it.
Make an intimidation check
It's
with
not a
advantage.
it.
So that's there.
All right, let's see. What is my intimidation?
Oh.
12 was the highest roll. Hold on. 17.
Okay. It seems still scared and searching for some words, but seems to hold its resolve. This is the end.
You better tell Breela what she needs to know.
What?
And then
No.
I just walk away a little bit, but I'm still looking at the Kinku down my sunglasses and menacingly.
It's okay.
Hmm.
It's all right. Brilla's gonna get kind of like lean down, kind of like crouch down to its
Take
a little
a
bit more to its
Half a
level.
step back.
I'm not trying. We're not trying to hurt you. I'm not gonna make
Hacking
you
knuckles.
tell me anything. We were just looking for some information. But are you looking for something? Can I help you do something?
Guards!
No. We're not guards.
Guards!
We're not guards. We're just friends.
Better not say anything.
Sinister, for real, stop it. Just stop. Look. What do you want to do? I don't want to
Okay.
hurt you. I want to help you.
I go invisible, so he doesn't see me anymore.
Looking around, like kind of past you to see if any guards, heard it or anything. One guard. There are a couple in the area for anyone like looking around. One seems to be searching, like maybe they heard something but don't know where it came from, and the other guard you see is totally occupied with something else.
Brila is going to do skywrite, and it's going to put a smiley face in the sky.
Breela, never change. Never change.
People start, oh wow. It gets a lot of people's
And the
attention.
guards.
The guards too.
And
Yeah, we're like,
and
calm down,
imagining
folks.
the-
It's
I'm imagining the the Kinku can see me like drawing it. I like put a little smile. And she'll also write, "Hello, Kinku!" Exclamation point.
What's wrong with you?
It's for you.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Still seems to be frightened. I think that lasts a whole minute. Takes it like a half a step back, another half a step. There's a good bit of a number of people around, but behind it now is the Wanderer's Plea, the arms outstretched. And as the minute goes by, the fear seems to drop. It knows it had something used against it. But the eyes like settle, and the facial expressions and the breathing. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I drew it for you. Little smiley face. It says, "Hello." I don't know if you can read comment. It says,
They're
"Hello,
attacking."
Kinku." Who's attacking?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Okay, at this point, Zia's gonna mind like and be like, okay, this is getting a little bit too risky, and she'll change the cloak and break off and go back down because it's not worth the guards getting involved.
Brayla's not moving.
Okay. Lisanna, Sinister. I guess Lisanna will jump in first since.
I'm invisible, so.
Okay, so you're. Oh, let me check with Lisanna real quick since she hasn't had an opportunity.
Oh, I was just, I'm just standing there watching. Like I'm not gonna leave, but I'm just kind of standing there watching.
Okay.
She doesn't know what to do, honestly. Like, I would feel that she would know. Like, obviously, a Kinku can only speak through mimicry, but I don't know. I think she's still thinking about how she needs to approach it. I feel.
Okay. And Sinister, while you're invisible, are you just sort of like waiting to see how it's going to play out?
I am, because as long as I stay, I can recast this again. So it lasts for an hour. So I just am chilling.
Wow. Okay, yeah, no, it's still frightened. Yeah, I read that right. It's a whole hour, so it is still frightened, in fact, and on guard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, at that point, I think that's lost.
Breelith, anything for you? It looks like it's getting ready to run too, so it's
Hey,
pretty scary.
I'm not here to hurt you. I just pushed something in all of my.
You can't calm her down.
Breelith doesn't understand this. Breelith's gonna still just be like, just trying to calm it down and just trying to,
But
yeah.
You can't though, right? Because of the spell.
I know, but Breelith doesn't understand that.
Oh.
We're gonna keep trying to calm it down. All right, it's gonna. Oh, go ahead, Lisanna.
I was just gonna say, is there any chance like that Lisanna sees like leaves on the ground, just scattered?
There's leaves around here, yeah.
Okay, she's going to kind of like in an attempt, maybe a feeble attempt to lighten the mood. She's gonna druidcraft, and let me know if I can't do this. She's going to druidcraft and kind of like ship the leaves together, like and make it look like a humanoid person, and just kind of like try to wave at the Kinku, and then she'll shift it again into like a Kinku, and if she can like separate them, can she control two, as long as they're in the 5 foot square?
Yeah. Not too bad.
Okay. So she's gonna do one of them looking like a furbolg and the other one looking like a kinku, like waving at each other and seeming, friendly. But just like in the shape, using the leaves.
Okay. It sort of dances by. It's still, in that frightened state. But you can see it perceiving and like a little bit captivated by it. It pauses its retreat. Yeah, Breathless?
Brayla's gonna cast calm emotions on the kinku.
Oh.
So it has to make a she'll just, kind of continue to try to verbally calm it down.
Okay.
Move closer
Oh.
to the kinku.
And so it has to make a charisma saving throw, Dan.
Okay. All right. It can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened.
Yes, but only for a minute.
Spell ends. Any effect resumes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have
it's only for a minute.
Okay. That is an epic fail. So
Okay.
that's an 8. I assume that fails anyway.
Okay.
Is that
as soon as she kind of realizes that went through,
calms down for a minute, watching the leaves still like.
We're just wanting to know about the Book of Enoch. Do you know about it?
That's bad.
It's bad.
That's
Do you have it?
Never.
Never. Okay. Do you know where it is?
I know.
You know.
I know.
Is it here?
I know. Never.
Okay. Oh. It kind of looks to Liazana.
I don't know.
Can you mark on a map? And Breathless going to take out a map I'm sure that she probably has and just kind of spread it out in front of it.
Okay. Too dangerous.
Oh, but we really need to find it.
We know it's dangerous. We're trying to stop it.
Make a persuasion check, Lizana. I'll give you advantage because you had the druidcraft stuff to try and facilitate its peacefulness. So
Sweet. Okay, so you said persuasion?
please. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't get a modifier on that, so that's just a straight 18.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. It points down. It leans over to the map. Oh my gosh, it's going to be close to the minute. Okay. It leans over to the map and puts its feathered sort of hand out in front and points at an area a little bit outside of Staffney Island. Probably like less than a week travel by your ship, maybe like 5 days away from Staffney by your ship. And
she's gonna take one of the leaves from her druidcraft to just kind of like stick it to the map.
Okay.
If she can, like just to kind of hold it to the map.
Nice. Let's all head to McCullumstead. Points on the map before like right then becoming frightened again, taking a few steps back.
I'm right behind her.
Are you still invisible? Okay.
Yes.
Takes a few steps back, and if none of you were pursuing,
no,
they're gonna make a break for it and run to the closest guard.
I'm watching, but I'm gonna stay invisible to watch where this kinku is going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna the hour that invisibility, because I'm gonna follow this kinku and her crew and possibly tail them.
Okay. You follow them, it's maybe 30 seconds up to a guard. Danger! There. It's all over. and is pointing back to where you all just were.
Guys, I
Brila
think we need
puts
to
up her
go.
head. Brila puts up her head.
Since we had a
Zia's
long...
already by the elevator
Yeah.
and probably left, honestly, and was like,
Liazana's gonna head there. Breelith, are you coming?
Yeah.
And as soon as she catches up with everybody else, Liazana's gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. All right. Sinister, are you gonna sort of stick around as this Kenku deals with the guards and does stuff like that?
Yeah, I want to follow the Kinku.
Okay. Okay, so I will say Breelith and Liazana make a quick stealth check as you're trying to like just blend in with the crowd.
With
Plus
Pass
10.
Without Trace, you get a +10. Yeah.
Nice.
And
nice.
you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Oh.
And there's you don't leave behind any tracks or traces.
It's a 25 for Brila.
Nice.
Brila just got stealthier than anything.
7. I get a 27 total.
Yeah.
Okay, the two of you just disappear into the crowd like professional spies, and you start.
No.
Nice, yeah. All right, yeah, and you're able to make it over to the elevator, and are you two heading back to the ship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume Zia's with us too.
Well, Zia was already down through the elevator.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you also heading to the ship, Zia?
Yeah, I'll probably wait by the elevator on the same level the ship is,
Okay.
because they have to come down that way anyway, and I'm assuming they'll mind like with me at some point.
Okay. So Sinister, you're with the Kenko, who kind of grabs the guard and is bringing them back over to where you all were.
I'm invisible, and I will keep casting invisibility to see where this Kinku goes.
Okay. Currently, they've got this one guard they're bringing over. The guard calls over someone else. They seem to know this Kenko. As they call it. Gosh, what was their name? It is right, Bell.
Yeah, hilariously, we did not even introduce ourselves.
Nice.
We just went immediately to casting Be Terror.
They're like, well, what is it, Bell? What? Certain danger. It's all over. And you're just, you're sort of keeping an eye, and the guard, there's 2 guards. They call a couple others over. There's about 5 guards sort of standing around, like looking around the fountain and stuff like that as they approach.
And I'll move out of their way to avoid, but I'm staying around to follow where this Kinku goes, or who talks to the Kinku, or what happens.
Gosh, man, it's so hard to think of phrases that this I would be able to use. Bell looks at the guards. Come with me. And the guards come over. Bell, walk us through this and that. Here, gone in the morning. Here, gone in the morning. And they're kind of having trouble understanding what she's trying to say. To you, maybe it seems like she's trying to describe invisibility.
Yeah.
She leans in to put her hands on the guards and begins to cast a spell.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna I see that she's trying to cast a spell. I'm gonna go around a dark corner alleyway.
It's a little bit of a ways to get there from the Wanderer's Plane, but you start heading over there invisibly.
Mm-hmm.
Make a stealth check, if you would, as you're heading over, as the guards look up with some magic glowing from their eyes.
Okay, stealth. 21.
Shit. Guard got overzealous.
I rolled low too. I got really high stealth.
Nice. Well, 4 of them out of the 5 guards are just cruising, perusing the crowd. One of them, Bell, is that them? And points over in your direction.
Oh, I'm just gonna be like,
Jackpot!
And then I'm gonna run.
Okay. And you set into a chase. You begin running back to the elevator?
No, I'm gonna run around the corner and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic. So whatever he's using to track me is in. And then I'm gonna hit the invisibility again.
Okay. All right, so you start, making a run for it to get over to this dark alley, and the all 5 guards look up at where he's calling over in your direction. They all start chasing after you. You make it to the dark alley. How many people can you target with Dispel Magic?
No, it's the whatever magic effect it just ends.
You can choose one creature, object, or magical effect, I think.
The object, whatever they're using.
Oh, it seems to be. That's because you're, fairly handy with magic. She may have cast see invisibility or something along those lines to try and find the person that did this to her. You bamf it off the first guy. Oh.
Okay.
The one that's on the bell.
Well, yeah, if just the first guy, and if they're using magical means to see me, if I feel like it's just only one, I'm gonna cast darkness and then run and then go invisible.
Okay. So let's see. They start
and what I'm gonna do is cast darkness, right? In that area, and then go around far enough that they can't get through that darkness, and go around and possibly levitate and go invisible to distract them from whatever area. I'm trying to stay invisible so I can still watch the Kinku.
Nice. Oh, you're trying to do this, but we can't do all of that. It's got to be one step at a time because they've got some things they can do.
All right. Magical darkness.
You're gonna, you initially you dispel magic on one of them. Poof, the thing seems to drop. The other 4 continue to hustle. You're preparing to cast darkness. It covers a 15-foot radius in that area. And as you're preparing to do that, these other 4 down and shouting at the crowd to race over towards you. We're gonna end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I want to get this Kinku. I think this Kinku had something.
I mean, we could have figured it out if we approached things peacefully.
What does that mean?
All the information we got out was when the Kinku was in a calm state of mind, thanks to
I don't know what that means.
And Liazana. Yeah.
And Liazana too, yeah.
I don't know
that
what
was
that means.
That was a Hail Mary right there. I am astounded that worked, and that was incredible. Y'all really pulled that off.
Nice.
Listen,
yeah, I'm glad. What's a little
my
chaos?
My character would have did that, okay?
Yeah, you're
That's
fine.
what he would have did.
Yeah.
This is one of those fun moments where it kind of, breaks into a little chaos, but then there's we'll see what happens. Now we've got 4 guards remaining chasing. And who knows what'll come from that? It might turn into a whole nother, little thing. So.
We still gotta meet Bruno's patron that
evening.
We don't have time.
Awesome.
What does that mean?
All right, folks. Well, thank you so much, players. A lot of fun, a lot of ups and downs tonight. Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, Dan.
My pleasure. My pleasure. We'll see where things will go. With the chase and the city guard in Sinister. We'll see where things go with this island. Zia, you are probably the only person. Of course, you weren't there, but just so you know, in case they mention McCullum Stead, you've already heard of that island.
I don't think I have that anywhere in my notes. So
I will send you a
Wasn't that-
message.
Wasn't that with Vic?
Mm.
I have to look through my notes, honestly.
That's where
Uh-oh.
Vic is from.
Exciting.
That's where Rick is from.
Nice. And
Anything's possible.
yes. Revisiting Macaw. Oh, I'm so excited. There's so much stuff there too y'all haven't come across and everything. I'm so excited you're all going back.
Yeah.
All right, for anyone that's
Daphne Island too.
Oh gosh, Daphne. Oh, there's so many bad people there. Thank you so much again, players. And thank you, viewers, for hanging out with us tonight. If you had fun, please consider giving us a follow here. We have plenty of D&D content across the week. I'm just going to keep it kind of short and sweet here for tonight. We're going to go raid our friends over at Blackwater D&D. Please consider, if you want to find out what's going to happen here, come on back next Saturday night. This has been an Extremis.
Not next Saturday.
We're not doing the
Next Saturday's
Christmas one?
It's Christmas.
That makes sense.
Christmas.
The Saturday, yeah, because New Year's night will be fine.
Yeah.
Ish, yeah. It's not New Year's Eve. So, New Year's Day, first day of 2022. Be here. Find out what's up with their Sky Pirate campaign.
See what happens.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and we'll catch y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.